Gwen to stop that from happening. I've been very impressed with Photon overall.
Is it a pocket pick if the champ is also meta?
Ooh,
does pocket pick, does that just mean your specialty? Because usually it's like, oh, something that you have in your pocket that other people don't have in there.
Ahead in the clear and faster to the objective on the Nocturne. Not too shabby.
All right, we'll see which level 6 jungler gets.
So he gets the one, gets out, but with Dark Wings and Hombox threatening the kill onto Palafox, that will still be 2 in favor of them, plus that earlier Drake. So I'd say early game, feeling comfortable for Sentinels right now. It's basically dead team. And even last summer when he came in, it was like a breath of fresh air for Dignitas having this top laner.
Here we go.
Now he's got his jungler behind him. Impact, slice and dice, throws up the Dominus, has flash available, and XU will go in with the Cyclone. Impact in trouble. Big heal though with the Q. First blood, the Photon traded back in the day. And last year, not the best showing from Impact. We kind of memed about it, you know, worst year ever for him as a player, stats-wise, versus his MVP year the year before. So we actually made this graph of like, where is he right now, currently based on last week, and already here. I wanted to lean like 6, maybe 7. I landed on 6 as the final score in terms of like worst year ever to MVP.
You get like 2 6 7s per day, okay?
Well, okay, the first one was not mine. That was Chat's.
Okay.
That was Chat's, and just me echoing it for them. As a dive comes in from Ignar right now here on the Rahel, all alone under the turret, as Ignar will tank up all the shots. FBI with the kill.
So I want everybody just spamming old emotes as soon as he makes a misplay. Here we go,
I want everyone looking down at this dive here. Photon in a 1v3 needlework. He fancies himself an outplay. Almost deletes Huhi right there, but will survive. Meanwhile, Impact facing his own dive in the top lane. It's XU and Palafox this time around. He does survive as well, so 2 dive attempts, but Dignitas go for round 2. XU, does he have the damage to actually take him down? He does. Dignitas execute the dive.
Yeah, big issue. Impact's gonna have to give this tower up since his jungler is on top side.
Committing onto it right now. The shuffle back. Dark Wings was taking up turret. They looked for the knockwave combo, but not gonna find the kill. Hombox
flash advantage. Also gonna get the Rift Herald. Where's he going with that sucker though?
That's not your side of the map. Okay, I was worried for a moment. FBI.
Maybe it just the timer ran out and it just popped out.
Maybe that was a miss. Yeah, you know what? We'll ask him later. Either way, the Herald will not charge onto the mid turret. Dragon is up. Sentinels starting up the fight. As Dark Wings does not have flash on the Orianna, could be a target right now, trying to use the ball. As a flash forward from Hui to get the engage. That is Dragon secure for Sentinels. They don't need to take the fight. They got the objective. As needlework will come out from Photon. Dignitas are still here. XU goes back in. Cyclone, the rest of the team's not behind him though. As Paranoia comes out, no one from Dignitas could follow up. Humbach goes back in. Impact now gets shuffled back, but Rahel found the angle in, finds the kill, and Sentinels get even more as FBI will fall. The Dragon plus a cleanup team fight.
They take out the Azir.
Oh, and we're back to live, and there's even more carnage, Kobe, as Rahel finds another kill, 2-1 and 2. Didn't see how Ignar got into that position, but Sentinels are off to the races now.
Honestly, the race is like half over too. There's the one dragon coming up in 3.5 minutes. Combination on these Dignitas carries.
And now another Nocturne wave! The knock wave lands on the 3. Sentinels find the play. Double kill to Rahel, who he will take one as well. And Baron is on the Rift.
I mean, I hate to say it, but like you kind of got what you deserved there, walking around up mid lane with no flash, buddy.
And it's perfect timing. I mean, that was 20 minutes on the clock, as now even Impact is winning the 1v1 on a Photon. Flash over the wall. Impact continues the chase. Needlework for the slow, but in comes Huhi underneath the turret, trying to lock him down. But Photon will survive. Doesn't matter. Sentinels, they just wanted the big purple worm behind them. All these different variables when you don't have that information. Sentinels, though, keeping their mid laner alive. Darkwings has now regrouped with the team. They're sieging mid with their Red Bull Baron power play. And we'll take
Flash and Zonia, so maybe Palafox sees a line.
I mean, right there, he goes for it. Right as you call it, Kobe. Shut down on the Darkwings. No flash out time around. Lights go out again. Humbach cannot get the kill onto XU. FBI's unleashed. Flashes over, but Rahel holds his ground. Palafox couldn't quite get in range. No Impact on a big flank.
Oh my God.
Dignitas have to make fast work on the right side because Impact's coming in. Flash for the kill onto FBI. Palafox feared up by Humbach. Impact knocked up, but Palafox knocked down. Impact with the double kill. Dignitas trying to get their top lane and support out of there. Sentinels with the Dragon Soul are just too strong in these fights. It was a nice look from Dig. They found the pick on the Dark Wings, and maybe they actually have more in the tank. Low health bars over Hell and Hambach.
They saw him.
And in comes XU. The Wukong on the flank now. Finds Hambach. Spell Shield can't get the kill. And Impact now trying to play bodyguard, teleport in from Darkwings, who was the first to fall, stunned up on the Photon. And Rahel gets that snipe for the shutdown. Photon now has to flash to safety, and Darkwings can follow it up.
To replace the Otacon throws that we're missing now.
Right now, Sentinels are holding the line here as Impact, again, always threatening, but this time Ignar is there to match him. XU is spotted. He's separated from the rest of the team. Darkwings will see him, the Paranoia to turn the lights off, and that is just Baron secured. It's going to come down to a fight afterwards, and the knockwave on FBI! 80 carry out before the fight even kicks off proper. Huhi knocking up the follow-up of Photon as Impact yet again holding the line. Nice interrupt from XU on Rahel ulting in there, but it is not going to stop him. Domination from the bot laner of Sentinels, and domination from Sentinels as a team. They have played this one clean, and now with their second Baron are looking to close it out.
Okay, Knockwave with Infernal Soul, that that damage, wow, that FBI just got instantly deleted there. Look at that, I think his barrier was up. It's up now, at least while he's dead. So I don't know, maybe there's a couple more seconds on it, but don't even know if that would have made a difference because he got insta-deleted.
It's one of those games where I think, I mean, you're not going to build Zhonya's ever onto 80 carry, but you really wish you could because...
well, Kaza can.
Kaza, true,
so
actually.
Brandon
did, now that I got to see it again in the replay, he ulted into the Wukong who was already using the Cyclone. So maybe if he hadn't self-CC'd himself, he could have gotten a little more done, but who's to say? Either way, still in favor of Sentinels right now. 10K gold lead as they're pushing Dignitas back to their base. Hambach and Huhi now going back in onto Ignar. They get the Alistair ult, and he still almost dies. Ignar's going to have to walk all the way back. Hit by one Void Seeker. Can he get hit by another one? Oh, no.
Here it comes, the 10,000 gold lead Baron team. All right, Dignitas. You're gonna need some magic now. What do you got? Tower's deleted. They're going for it.
Another engage comes in from Huhi. Now they're Nocturne and Paranoia yet again. Palafox does find a shuffle, but it's Zhonya's by Rahel. The 80 carry still healthy on Sentinels as Impact is fighting under Nexus turrets. Double kill the Darkwings and a team fight ace to Sentinels. They closed out week 1 with a loss, but they're starting week 2 with a game win. Sentinels go up 1-0 versus Dignitas.
Orianna Nocturne. Very successful.
Very successful.
Very successful here for Sentinel. Actually does decent against beefy tanks.
Yeah,
it's kind of underrated with the passive and with the denting blows, and so
and Rel can also
it's decent,
shatter shield. So they kind of have two tools now to help take out the Scion. But I still think that on hit, there's a strong argument for it. Poppy, meanwhile,
with zombie form and stuff like that. So definitely, let's take a.
Okay, XU actually gets onto Darkwings, flash away towards Hambach, who actually flashes forward on a Palafox. Split focus from Darkwings and Hambach, and now Hambach's in some trouble. No flash to get away. Lockdown has the shield. He's fighting his way back. XU has to flash defensively. So, Sentinels do actually win out there. FBI, meanwhile, having to walk back to turret, will save the flash. A lot of aggression. Flash from Palafox. Everybody wants to use their summoner spells, but first...
It's nice here from Palafox to capitalize after the hectic skirmish.
Oh, he's over the wall. Hambach walks up and just steals it with the smite Q on Pantheon. Notorious for being able to outsmite jungle opponents as Weaver's wall will come in, root it up, can't follow it up, but XU's got 3 on him regardless, so he will fall. Dignitas, they lose the dragon and they lose their jungler in the aftermath. As now 1v1 Photon onto Impact, gets the ultimate out, third and Topho strike back, and he's winning this 1v1 currently. Darkwings, meanwhile, also chunked out. Again, some trigger-happy players on both sides. We came here to scrap in game number 2. Photon will win his 1v1 as Sentinels now look at Palafox.
We're going to get the rest of the team converging, so plenty of time for Dignitas to contest this if they want to, and they're going to try and walk their way in. Huhi here.
Very far forward right now, holding that W, nicely timed to stop Ignar, not the ball breaker from XU, and then just Keeper's Verdict knocks them away. So hard to walk up on these objectives. Palafox in the 1v1 versus Darkwings. using the phase rush to try and get onto him, but Darkwings will survive. His team will get their second dragon, and nobody will fall on either side.
Yeah, well done. And Huhi, double ejection. Now Huhi goes back in.
Yeah, I was looking for the stun on the wall there, didn't quite find it, but Hambach now follows up with a stun onto XU. Keeper's Verdict does not lock down the Vault Breaker, and now turned back into Hambach. He's taking a lot of damage here from Palafox, but even with the Shattering Strike, Photon now joins in. Hambach gets the kill on the Palafox. Huhi will be traded. The top laner, Impact actually backs off. So the TP threat is real. Dignitas, they don't even get a chance to walk up. Poke's not landing from FBI, and that is a Herald. Secured ultimate use from the Vi to no effect.
Yeah, nicely done there. Kind of screening for each other. Ooh.
Now we have the Weaver's Wall coming down. Hambach's trying to block the escape path of XU and Ignar. Even Rahel's joining in. And another seismic shove from Darkwings to find it here. I think that there is a different level of performance that we get from Darkwings. He's playing incredibly well right now in the Talia.
He also did have a pretty big Hero Azir play.
Exactly, just last week. As right now, Dignitas are scrapping here. The Realm Warp comes in. Palafox immediately stunned, knocked up, but the team is still there to keep him safe. Meanwhile, Huhi knocks two members away. Another seismic shove onto XU. Sentinels mid laner is just clinical with these. Always finding the picks, always finding the kills, and now another one. Double kill to Darkwings as one picked up from Impact as well. Sentinels just cannot lose these fights.
Yeah, I think Darkwings is a real good NA prospect here. He's looking real good.
Oh, yeah.
This turret definitely going to be deleted. Dragon be deleted. That's number 3 for Sentinels. Another really early Dragon Soul minion wave. Thank you, Herald, for the little drive. And they get to do basically control the entire map. Push the top wave. Maybe you can like dream big if you're Dignitas and try and make a side lane play to get an objective bounty, but let's take a look at this.
Even Photon, the one member that has some gold in his pocket, he's getting teleported on by Darkwings in a 1v2 here as Impact's trying to lock him down with the Talia in tow. Photon trying his absolute best for the outplay, flashes over the knockup, but doesn't have the damage to get the kill, so Darkwings will get the kill credit for himself.
Cassante was about to Cassante all over them, but did not.
Yeah, I mean, Photon, heart goes out to him. He's been trying his absolute hardest.
Your pick potential is crazy there with Pantheon, Talia, Poppy here, creating so much threat. And Dignitas, their number one.
No, instead they're just going to make a play here onto Palafox. Pops the Ghost. Hambach gets in with the stun as the rest of Dignitas are here. Teleport in as well. Hambach now needs the backup of the team who will teleport in themselves. Flashes away from the crash down. Photon gets in with FBI right as the Huhi ejects XU. Photon not quite out of there. FBI could be in some trouble right now. Has the flash available. Weaver's Wall, he's stunned up. He can't even get out of there. FBI goes down just like Dignitas's chances. Double kill to Hambach. The Pantheon coming online. 7K gold lead with 3 kills donated over and a triple to the jungler. Sentinels.
All of the money that you just got from killing Dignitas and taking the Baron, then go to Dragon Soul fight. And hopefully they can get there in time. We'll see what the Baron power.
You know, Huhi, again, having target selection. Now back to live, though. Dragon is on the table. It is the soul for Sentinels. Photon's trying to create some pressure here on the side with the help of Ignar. Poke Varus is going to have to land some big poke here, because in the all-in team fight, definitely with that lethality, Varus have already prepped some of that damage. One arrow will land. XU on the flank here as well. Huhi spots him out. Now XU back over the wall into the pit. Ignar Hex flashes that wall. And now everyone's just front to back for Dignitas.
Look at Talia, though. Talia's not front to back. She's taking mid lane right now, so Dignitas feel the pressure.
They have the numbers advantage, but FBI actually gets chunked out from Rahel over the wall there. Now the Weaver's Wall. FBI is on the correct side this time around. Engage on the Darkwings. Ignar can't quite land it, and he goes down. Rahel still getting the safety on the side. FBI will die, and another flick back for Darkwings on a rampage as he will claim Palafox yet again. Rahel still surviving the fight, and Sentinels don't even need that dragon. They just walk up with their Baron-empowered cannon wave here in the mid lane, looking for even more kills. They'll find Photon. Darkwings unstoppable. 5-1-7 for the young mid laner of Sentinels. They built a new roster around this kid and having a fantastic game 2 here of week 2.
And I gotta say, Hambach was locked in this game.
Yep.
That Pantheon was nasty. So many plays started up.
We're running the stay tuned for an interview with Huey if Sentinels wins. I've never
Honestly,
seen those series win if they can close it out. Dignitas are going to have to try and defend up on the top side while Photon's pushing in this bottom wave. At least there's no more Baron push.
Yeah.
And now no engage tool there for the AD carry. Sentinels just continue the siege.
Yeah. I mean, Huey's Poppy had been really good too.
He's been
He's had
incredible,
quite a good game on this Poppy. A lot of good ultis, a lot of good W.
Oh, FBI could be in some trouble right now as the knockup lands from Impact. He's flicked back from Dark Wings. The setup, the knockdown, 80 carry out of there. Sentinels again executing onto the one target everybody communicated that time around. And now with a 4-man defense here on the Sentinels push, it's looking dire. Under the turret, they're just getting slaughtered. XU goes back in, but the carries are falling around him. Sentinels holding strong in week 2 as they look to pad the stats a little bit here at the end. Dignitas just cannot hold the line. Sentinels stand strong. Will they dive the fountain? That's the question on the mind. Sentinels looking for one more here onto the mid laner. Can they take down Palafox? They can. One more stands, one more to fall. Take him down for the ace. Claim the life of Photon. Welcome to the LCS. Sentinels win their first series.
2-0 over Dignitas.